What's up? What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? My peeps, my peoples, we is in the building, peep squad. Let's get down to the situation, but please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, y'all. I appreciate it. Let's talk about Briana Latrise from Growing Up Hip Hop. Recently, Briana Latrise was on Instagram, and basically she said that was some after effects. That was some blowback from the interview that she did with Tasha K when she divulged, you know, who used to be her partners, you know, who she got down and dirty with. It seems like, you know, one of her former partners did not like the situation and basically warned her and came for her at the same time. So in any event, we're going to get to that situation, but we're going to get to Briana Latrise on Growing Up Hip Hop, and she was crying. She had like a meltdown. She had an anxiety attack. She had a panic attack. You know, she had a meltdown, everything, baby. And she was just screaming, saying, don't touch me, don't touch me. You know, when someone was trying to comfort her, while she was explaining what went down at her home when the police came to her house and her son was there and watched everything that went down, and she was actually detained and charged. So therefore, you know, I was like, OMG. And basically, to come to find out, it was because Briana Latrise was buying a expensive car, or she was leasing a expensive car, or financing a expensive car. And basically, with the situation going down, you know, she didn't have the credit or the business account to actually, you know, get a lower down payment. So basically, she put the car in somebody else's name, and she was paying the monthly bill and everything, and her down payment was very low. But in any event, the lady decided that she wanted to take the car back from Briana Latrise, and she sent the police to her house, and it went from terrible to worse at that point. And that was really a sad situation, actually, to see that on TV and have this young lady experience that on national TV, where, you know, she had to relive the incident because she was on Instagram Live, and you already know WeTV took that as content, point blank, period. It is what it is in that situation. But it just makes you wonder, and it makes you think that, where is her father? Her father, you know, Kendu, Isaac, he ends up getting all this money and all this cash from Mary J. Blige, and you would think that he would make sure that his daughter is okay, that his daughter doesn't have to use a stranger or somebody else to put a car in their name so she can have a vehicle to drive around with his, you know, grandson. So you would think that he would be helping her out. But if he did Mary J. Blige dirty and wrong, what makes you think he was going to do right by his daughter? And any man that don't do right by their children, their grandchildren, they ain't gonna do right by you. So you might as well just walk away from the situation, point blank, period. You know, and with the situation, Kendu Isaac got over $500,000 from Mary J. Blige. She had to go back on tour. She had to do a whole bunch of things to pay him and everything. He was getting $30,000 a month from Mary J. Blige and everything like that. And he's still receiving spousal support from Mary J. Blige. I don't know how high it is, but I don't think it's $30,000 a month anymore, because that was only temporarily. So it was just like, you know, like he getting all this money, and he ain't concerned about his daughter and his, you know, grandson, you know, and basically making sure that she got transportation. Especially if you listen to Briana Latrise, she says her father wasn't around. She was homeless. She was panhandling and everything, and he got this money and he just bounced. Like, OMG. Now that's a really crazy situation, point blank, period. And also, the interview that Briana Latrise did with Tasha K, she also explained when her father first met Mary J. Blige, he forgot all about his family. He forgot about everybody. He was just basically stuck with her for years, and he basically, you know, just disappeared. And Briana Latrise said that she was jealous about the situation because she wanted her father in her life, but he was too busy, you know, making sure he get that bag and everything for Mary J. Blige, and left his children hanging. So if any man that you decide to get with or marry and he leave his children hanging, he's gonna leave you hanging at the end, because a man that don't care about his seed ain't gonna care about you. But in any event, let's continue to move on from that situation. And also, you know, Mary J. Blige came out with her new song, Rent Due, and she basically explains everything that she had to do. She was homeless, and she had to go out here and work and go on tour because she was completely and totally broke because he done took her money. He done took everything from her. She had to start all over again, baby. So in any event, he had all that money, he had all that going on. You gonna tell me he couldn't make sure that his daughter and his grandson was okay? Nope, he didn't. So you know he never cared for Mary J. Blige at all, point blank period. Because if he don't care for his daughter or his grandkids, especially worrying about their well-being, and also with the climate of the world today, you would think he would make sure his daughter is okay, that she didn't have to put a car in somebody else's name, especially if he's getting all that money from Mary J. Blige. But you gonna hear Briana Latrise basically tell you about the situation with being on Tasha K and one of her exes coming for her. Who do you guys think the ex was that came for her? You know what I mean? Was it, you know, was it Trey Songz? Because Trey Songz, you know, basically he's in a whole lot of trouble. And, you know, was it Mr. Long over here in this situation? Who was Briana Latrice's ex that basically warned her not to be talking about his situation with these bloggers out here? Point blank period. Was it Jaleel White? Who was it? Who came for Briana Latrise? Was it Trey Songz? You guys tell me what you think about that situation. I was like, Lord have mercy, it is going down in this situation. You won't even believe it. So it's not only that, you know, Briana Latrise is facing, you know, blowback from her interview with Tasha K, but also at the same time she can't even depend on her father and the situation. And I wonder if Trey Songz is the one that basically warned her. And she was also with Paige Kennedy that she spoke of, Jackie Long she spoke of, and Trey Songz she spoke of. Like, okay, so what's going on? And Jaleel White. So who came for Briana Latrise? So now let's check this out and hear what Briana Latrise has to say about the whole situation all the way together. Receipts.
One on this show. I had a nigga with my whole ass while I was filming because he was jealous. Bust my face open, broke a ring on it, and some more shit. Bust both sides of my mouth and knocked my jaw fucking crooked. That shit still don't sit straight. You feel me? All kind of shit I've been through on this show, and I still ain't got no goddamn flowers.
And that's the thing.
I get a check though. But what I'm saying to you is, the reason I'm saying this to you is, nothing happens overnight. And it's a whole lot of shit that you can go through. I don't know a single motherfucker in this industry, and I'm talking from the Mary J. Bliges all the way to the U's. I don't know a single person. I don't know a single person who has not had to pay their dues. That's what we call it. We call it paying your dues. And in fact, back in the day, they was getting robbed like crazy. Everybody's contract from the 90s was trash. None of them people got rich from all that monumental music they made.
I
very
studied
few.
that shit. Like my ex-girl who I was with, she used to say the same thing. She'd be like, damn, you really don't mean shit like that and see the vision. That's
rare. That's a rarity.
But that's definitely.
That's a rarity, especially in today's society.
Like, well, he ain't got it right now, and I don't feel like going through this shit. And then my thing is, when I make it, don't knock on my door.
Well,
bitch.
no, you also have to realize that when you are in entertainment and you live a certain life, right? I can't date people. I be trying to date, and as much as men want to pretend that they're secure, they can't handle it. I did that Tasha K. Listen, I did that Tasha K interview talking about niggas I fucked 20 fucking years ago, damn near, and this nigga had a whole fucking conniption and threatened to kill me. Like, so, you know, you just don't be, you're focused on the wrong things. All you need